Good evening, everyone, and do my evening skincare with me. I did not film this morning. I think you can probably tell my chronic pain is so bad at the minute. Specifically, why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? This sounds like I'm doing an apology video. Specifically, it a side effect of my chronic pain. It makes me so tired, and I have not been sleeping well this past week. Even today, I came home today and I took a nap, and even that nap was like not at all deep. So because my body isn't able to like reset fully, because I guess I've been stressed about mocks, I just haven't been sleeping well, which is then making it worse. But I'm finally done with my mocks. I had English yesterday, which went really well actually. Although we walked in, and the first thing my teacher did, he was like, okay, phone's off and away. If your phone goes off, I'm giving you a 0, which that's how it is in actual mocks. If you get a call with your phone on you or it goes off, you get no marks. But I was like, oh, intense. But anyway, English essay went well. We had an option of 2 essays. Questions. I don't even remember what the first one was, because I went with the second one, which was, it was a streetcar essay. So it was, how does Williams present tension between the past and the present? And at least talking to some of my friends when we were leaving the mocks, it seems to be the one that most people did. And we all had very similar answers. Well, a lot of us obviously talked about Blanche, Alan Gray, and the stage directions. So that's good. And then this morning I had 2 tutor essays, so an hour and a half mock. They went okay. They were very odd questions. I don't think none of us loved the questions we were asked. The first one, it was to do with his break from Rome was a result of a demand for religious reform, which I thought that question was quite good. The other one was harder because it gave us a really small date range we could talk about. It was between 1541 and 1547, and it was to do with political factions had more control over religious reform than Henry VIII. It was and at least in the 40s, the 1540s, the issue is that a lot happens in like factions, but less acts happen, so it's a lot harder to date stuff. And that's what we were all struggling on. And then after, also, I was so glad my rest breaks are like finally getting on the system, because my teacher said I could use them for evidence today, and I did use them. Because, oh my god, my pain was so bad in that exam. I took 2 rest breaks. The first one was 6 minutes, the second one was 3. It was awful, and it got so bad to the point that I didn't go to sociology this afternoon. I went straight home. So I was back home at about 12:30. And I have not missed a lesson because of my chronic pain in months. So yeah, it's been bad for a couple of weeks. So if I don't film tomorrow or over the weekend, I'm probably just like surviving, guys, honestly. But I feel a bit better after my nap today. I have a cup of tea next to me. It's cooling. I'm just gonna probably do some journaling this evening and read. I'm so excited to get back into Onyx Storm. I knew if I was reading, I would get so distracted and not revise for my mocks. So I have not read at all this past week almost. Yeah. Because focusing on mocks. But I can finally read again, and I'm so excited. Because my friend is reading. She's reading one of the books in the Zodiac Academy series, and she keeps texting me about it. And she's like, girl, I'm so stressed about the characters in it. And I was like, this is exactly why I told myself I wasn't going to read Onyx Storm during mock week, because I wouldn't focus on my mocks. Anyway, I went up to college early this morning to revise, which did help. There's just so many dates for Henry. And the thing is, a lot of them happen in 1534, 1536, and 1538. Those are like the big ones where you get multiple acts for each year. But then you then question if an act is in those dates or if it isn't. like I was talking about, at some point I was talking about the dissolution of the greater and lesser monasteries, and those are 36 and 37 and 39. So yeah, you question yourself, because you're like, well, then a lot of them happen in these years, but does this one happen in that year? So anyway, that's fun. I also think my friends had their second history exam today, so I do need to ask them how it went for them. Oh god. But I'm glad so far. I don't think any of them went terribly wrong, which I think is good. I also got a source question back that I did last week for Inset Day, and I got level 4, which is at least a B, sometimes A grade. And it was my first, it definitely isn't an A. I got 19 out of 30, but it's level 4, that's my, God. And that's my first level 4 of just any history source question, so I'm very, very, very happy about that. Anyway, I love you all so much, and I will see you maybe tomorrow morning. If not, I will see you this weekend. It will depend how I feel tomorrow. Good night, everyone.